A winged A-Class A-main event at the Tulsa Shootout is underway.
Yantis sets the pace into 1 and 2. Rockets out down the back straightaway with Pursley looking underneath Torgerson. Torgerson denies him for now as Yantis, Torgerson, Pursley, the running order in the first 3.
Here comes Frank Flood right to the back bumper of the NOS Energy Drink 86 of Dason Pursley. Flood again started 4th, looking to settle in here. Directly behind him, Garrett Benson, Mac Leopard, and Brecken Reese are all in tow. Everybody seeming to run the bottom. Frank Flood, though, opening up his entry, trying to track down the 86 of Dason Pursley. Yannis been on the bottom, so no problem there, but the problem is up ahead where they're 2 by 2 by 2, including stock non-wing winner Cullen Hutchison. As a problem for Peyton Johnson, nearly caught Jet Yannis in tow.
Yeah, Janus at right place, right time was underneath him as Johnson got real squirrely up on the cushion. Now Johnson brings it right back down in front of Austin Torgerson, and Torgerson got to be kicking his luck as the line change from Johnson. Bad timing for everybody pursuing Jet Yannis, who has now gotten to the high side and is finding ways around slower traffic. First up is Hutchinson. Hutchinson up and on the top. Look out, squirrely in front of him. Can Yantis get by as he's up and around the high side with Hutchinson dipping low?
Austin Torgerson, you would think, would capitalize and cut the gap, but he had problems of his own around trying to get around Peyton Johnson as well as some of the other slower traffic just ahead of him as well. That also include Chris Andrews, I should say, as Jet Yannis again pounding the curb. He's got all sorts of lap traffic. That's Tim's just ahead. As you look at Dason Pursley now with Frank Flood closing in for a podium spot.
It is Pursley in 3rd, Flood in 4th. Torgerson just parked on the bottom groove in front of him as we're down to 10 laps to go. Finally getting past their first piece of traffic. Way widen up high is the traffic. Pursley just sitting on the bottom. He opens her up down low. There goes Flood. Flood's got 3rd.
Yeah, P3 for Frank Flood, thanking Dason Pursley for getting off the bottom, making an easy pass, and he's already to the back bumper of Austin Torgerson in that red, white, and blue machine. That's Peyton Johnson, the lap car to the outside. Will open up the bottom for both of these drivers, but again, a ways back from Jet Yannis.
Torgerson line change, gets up to the top. Here's Flood down low. Frank Flood says, all right, you give me the bottom, I'm going to take it. Side by side down the back straightaway. Torgerson making the top work, though, as they're even Steven for 2nd with 6 laps left.
Still 3 lap machines between Jet Yannis and this battle for the runner-up spot as Torgerson will motor around Frank Flood this time. That's Chris Andrews ahead, one of the lap machines. Will park it on the bottom around the outside. Hop, skip, and a jump goes Austin Torgerson. He's got 2nd for now, but they're still 2 wide ahead of him for lap cars.
Torgerson's got momentum up on the high side, at least to his advantage, as Yantis has made his way past that lap traffic. You can see Torgerson just trying to fight his way through. Just give him a shot at Yannis before the end of this as we're coming into 3 to go.
Yeah, big opportunity for Torgerson. Was able to dispatch both of them. He only has Ryan Timms in between himself and the race leader, but the gap still at the start-finish line as they see the 2 to go signal is 1.2 seconds. Torgerson trying to let it go out, but here comes Flood looking for 2nd.
Trying to run him down and trying to defend 2nd at the same time is all kinds of problems, but this one is Jet Yantis, who continues to work low side as we're down to 2 laps left.
Frank Flood using the bottom to his advantage, looks really good. Maybe the best car on the racetrack as they close the gap. White flag is out for Jet Yannis amidst all the lap traffic. Problems for Austin Torgerson. His car comes to a slow halt. The field scatters and Mac Leopard crashes into turn 1.
This one almost went green to checkered with no stoppages, but now everybody gets a chance to go, breathe a little bit, and it'll be clear, wide open track at the end.
It's Yantis versus Frank Flood. Down the hill they go. Green flag. It'll be a 2-lap shootout.
Flood getting pressure from Benson with Pursley going up to the top, working on Benson, and a good restart for Yantis. Yantis has a little bit of room. Pursley coming up to try to take 3rd. White flag out one more time around.
Jet Yannis has been the class of the field so far as the high school wrestler will wrestle his way into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Jet Yannis, you are a Tulsa Shootout champion here in the winged A class. In a fantastic finish between Pursley, Flood for the podium positions, and that's how they'll cycle out with Flood taking 2nd, Pursley ripping the lip to 3rd, Garrett Benson back to 4th.